to slide guitar for 3-string guitars, grade 2. Calling this the second grade because our friend LJ has already done a lot of the foundation for me, and if you're new to slide guitar and guitars and you haven't seen his lessons yet, perhaps you may want to stop this and get into his first. I'll put a link on there. But otherwise, let's play our one. Now I'm in the key of G, same as LJ. I've got a 6-string one which just has octaves on each of them, but it's a 3-string guitar, okay? And the octaves are a good way to enrich your sound, as you'll see. Now we're not going to play any chord changes or anything fancy, we're just going to work out some little licks and riffs. We'll have a quick look at our equipment here. I'm using a nice little slide, and I really recommend you get yourself one. This is a Jim Dunlop one, which is maybe $30. This is my favourite, and this is made by my friend John Stacks here in Melbourne. He also makes these ones, and they're $10 or $11 each, very cheap. So message me if you want to get, or I'll put a link up there, you know, and buy one of those off John. Otherwise you can get a full size one, but it's far from optimal. Or if you're one of those people who likes to play in your lap, you know, there's a Stevens bar, there's a Hawaiian kind of bar there. All of this will work in your lap too. So, whatever you're comfortable with. I put mine on my pinky. If you're just starting out and you have a choice, do try it on your pinky. You will see people do it on the middle finger and the pointer and the ring finger. The reason you're better to put it on your pinky given a choice is later, when you want to fret notes as well, it will be less of a limitation. You'll have 3 fingers clear behind it to make chords and other stuff. In the other hand, I like a national thumb pick. And again, if you're just starting out, that's the way I'd recommend to go, and it's a bit tricky at first, but persevere with it. If you are someone who must use a flat pick, you can do that. I don't even have one. But you know, if your forefinger is stuck to your pick as well, all of that will work. You're just going to have to chicken pick, which means bringing the next 2 fingers into play here. But if you've got the thumb pick and you've got your index finger free, later if you want to do chimes and stuff, there are things that will be easier. Okay, all we're going to do is play the 2nd fret and the 3rd fret and the spaces in between and open strings today. So if you don't have any frets, LJ already had you put some marks, you're going to have to find it one more, which is your 2nd fret. So on your G string, you get your tuner, and you need to find an A note, and you can make a mark with something non-destructive, get a white pencil or something. Okay, here we go. So there's our first little riff, and let's just slow that right down. We're just sliding up on the 1st string here from fret 2 to fret 3, and then playing the open note. And then we're playing the other G down the bottom. Alright. So quite simple, but you know, take your time and feels good, doesn't it? Alright, now when we're sliding, there's a couple of things that we can change, you know, on top of when we look at Western music, you know, we notate the note that we have to play and how long we're going to let that note play for. But when we're sliding, you know, we've got a note we're coming from and a note we're sliding to. And we can vary the speed that we're making that move, and we can really let that note at the beginning bloom before we slide, or we can already be moving when we pick the note. And it's the same with our destination note, you know, we can really let it play out, or we can kill it, or we can pull off to the open string, which is a great way to seem like you're playing twice as fast as you really are. So let's have another little go at our first lick there. Okay, well, I think there's enough there just to mess around with and come up with some really cool stuff. But before we wind things up, we're just going to learn to do it the other way as well. Oh, okay. You have fun with that for a week and you try and see what you can come up with of your own, and I'll see you in 7 days and maybe we'll add a fret.